problem with gimbals is that everyone does the same types of shots, which makes it really hard to stand out. So if you want to create content that truly levels up what you do, then here are 7 unique gimbal moves to do just that. A big thanks to Zhiyun for sending out their Crane 4E. This is a beast of a gimbal, and more about that later. So this shot's an under-over, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn the gimbal off and we're gonna lock all of the axis apart from the tilt axis, as you can see here. So everything else is completely locked off. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Callum to run in a second, jump over the camera, we're gonna spin it, and then we're gonna lock this axis back on. You'll see what I mean. All right then, Callum, if you wanna go for it, mate. So as you can see, when it flips over, it snaps back on the lock and you get a real clean shot of him just running away. So with this shot, we're gonna do an orbit, but instead of orbiting this way, we're gonna orbit around the action. Now this is really tricky. You wanna get your hands in like a right position so that the camera can spin all the way around. You'll see in a second. So the action here and the focus is gonna be on the bottle. Get the gimbal right. You're gonna want it in a POV mode on your gimbal. Let's press record and then let's give this a try. So this does take a bit of practice, but if you can nail this shot, it will look absolutely epic. So for this move, you're gonna want a monopod or at least a tripod. We're gonna set your gimbal into lock mode, so when we move it forward, the camera is staying at the exact same position. What that enables us to do is basically do a dolly tilt. So we're gonna push in and we're gonna pull up on the joystick ever so slightly. And content is all about audience retention, and what this does is it changes the perception and brings focus to the action or the subject, and by doing that it engages the audience, makes it more immersive, so we can push in and really make some unique shots. 99% of gimbal shots tend to look the same because we all hold it at a similar height. So what we do for this is we're going to continue using the monopod, we're going to extend it to its fullest, and then we're going to raise it, and we call this shot the sky high. It's going to enable us to give us a drone type feel, and this can even be extended to a dolly for those through the car shots where your arms just aren't long enough. If you're shooting anything action focused, so sports, cars, fitness or running, and you want to create some intensity, then you've got to consider a dolly zoom. This is when we're going to distort the field of view, and we're going to move the camera backwards while zooming in, or move the camera forward while zooming out. And you can see how this really changes the image on screen. This can take a little bit of refinement when you're working with a particular subject, but when you can nail this shot, it looks fantastic. Anything that's a little bit overgrown like this, over the top, or can create a dynamic tunnel, it's going to work absolutely perfect. This shot is called a Vortex, and on this gimbal you can actually put the camera into a Vortex mode that allows us to do what we're about to do. Now this is a bit of a love it or hate it shot, but you can let us know in the comments what you think. Action. Oh no, I've just scraped the screen. Oh no. That's right, go back, we'll reset. This is still part of the same one. This time it's a vertical vortex. This is perfect for music videos, but in this setting, we're gonna have Callum really out of breath, and then he's gonna be spinning around as he's bent over, trying to catch his breath. Just a quick one, before I share with you one of my favorite shots, I wanted to pick out some key points of this Crane E that make it stand out from all the others on the market for me. Now, me and the guys inside our production company have been using this gimbal for the last month, and I can't tell you how nice it is to have a gimbal that supports a decent payload for some of our bigger cameras. Now, this will actually support up to 4.5 kilograms, which is huge, but because the gimbal itself is ergonomically designed, it has optimized weight distribution, which reduces wrist strain by 25%, lightens the load by 20% in sling mode, and eases dual hand use by 15%. This made a big difference for us when shooting for long periods. Now it's got an integrated horizontal and vertical lock structure, so you can switch easily to side mounting for vertical shoots. There's Bluetooth shutter control, customizable control wheels, and the battery lasts for ages. We were filming for 5 hours on this shoot non-stop, and it's still got half of its battery life. So it's literally been amazing, and I've been super impressed by this. I'll leave links in the description where you can get 10% off, so go check them out, and thanks to Zhiyun for supporting the channel. So this is actually one of my favorite things about this gimbal. It goes to landscape and portrait really easy. Not only can you obviously disconnect it and reconnect it, but you can literally just press these two buttons between Vortex and portrait, and it will switch it back. Now this is perfect for social media videos where you want people to turn their phone landscape and vice versa, and that's exactly why we're going to be using this shot right now. If you tie these shots into your traditional gimbal moves, you're gonna have an edit that stands out above everyone else. Let me know in the comments what one was your favorite, and there's only one thing left to do, that's roll the edit.